Hello, 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 and welcome to Story Time. Ooh, sorry, I had to get my cord. Don't want my electronics to die on me while I'm on Story Time. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me see who we have in the building. Okay, let's see. We have Green Organic Love is in the house tonight. How are you? Happy Wednesday back to you, Green Organic. So glad that you could join us tonight. We have Sunshine Peoples. Hello, how are you? Sunshine Peoples in the house tonight. Thank you for stopping by. We have 50 Plus in the house. He says hello. We have Oreo Mouse 8888 says, hello, Deborah, glad tidings. How are you doing? I'm doing well. Oreo Mouse, how are you? Sunshine says, hello, Deborah. 50 says, hello to Sunshine and Oreo Mouse. Green Organic Love says, Sunshine People, sing us in. Uh-oh, Sunshine, you get down like that? Then we have Anthony Shaw in the house, and they say, you all said Gigi raid. Thank you all for following Gigi over here to Story Time. I appreciate the raid. Oreo Mouse says hello to 50 Plus. How are you doing? 50 speaking to Anthony Shaw. We have Be the Difference Clothing in the house, and she's shouting out Gigi raid. 50 Plus says, Oreo Mouse, you never gave me your cash app. And Oreo Mouse says, I'm doing fine. 50 shouting out Be the Difference Clothing. And says, hello, Deborah. Be the Difference says, hey to 50, Oreo Mouse. Anthony, Green Organic. Sunshine says, welcome to Deborah, glad tidings. Thank you, Sunshine. Sunshine says, I am well. 50 dropped the link for my book, My Struggle and Broken Pieces, A Healing for My Soul. Available at Amazon.com. Thank you so much for that announcement, 50. And Sunshine says, I get down like that. All right. Okay. I'm not mad at you. And 50 says, yes, Deborah, Gigi raid. And he's laughing. Oh, excuse me. So I am going to, without further ado, get into our story. Our story, I think this is day 4 of our story. Our story began, I think on Fridays when we started this story. And we did a little quick premiere for the second part, and then Monday we picked back up with our story. So now we're on day 4. And we've had quite a few YouTuber names shouted out throughout this story. And as the story continues, I continue to add more YouTubers. And what I did on Monday is, while I was in Gigi's live that was before mine, I had said, however many people come into Gigi's live before 9:30, I was going to feature them in that story that night. I had a place already singled out where I could add multiple names on the fly like that. I'm not always able to do that because the story is already written, and it takes a long time to do these stories. But I had one particular spot where I could lump names in all at once. And so everybody that got in her live before 9:30, they wound up being a part of Monday night's story. So tonight, I did the same thing. The only difference, it wasn't a place where I could add as many names as I added Monday night. But it was a spot where I could add a name here and there in a particular section if the name did not disrupt the flow of the story. So that's the key thing. I don't want to interrupt the flow. So if their name was able to flow with the story, I put them in. So there were a few people in her live tonight that I put into the story, insert into the story tonight. So everybody that was in didn't make the cut, but a few people did because of their name. We ended our story. We ended the story where Prince Charming, who is now Hummingbird, found his way back to his princess, and they are talking and communicating and stuff. And he explained to her what happened, where Mama Dale, the Queen 12 Veil's daughter, godmother, Mama Dale, turned him into that bird. And so he found his way back to Princess Patella, and he explained what took place. And so they're kind of reuniting, but he's still a bird, and the curse requires him to remain a bird for 7 years. So that's where we left off. And Queen 12 Veils and her daughter came into the tower where they have Princess Patella locked away, and is pretending that he actually married her, and they're flaunting gifts and things in front of her, and to make her think that she married the prince, when in reality he refused her. So they put a spell on him. And the characters that were in the story Monday when we dropped off was the group of people that I inserted from Gigi, which was Pandy Hair Candy and More, Diamonds and Pearls, Coach Sherry, Coco Empire, Purple Tube, Be the Difference Clothing, Superwoman Bing, Chatty's World, Candy C, Miss Sugar, Brown Girl Bella, Miss Full Roller, Mama Ray Ray, Web Savvy Cafe, 50 Plus, Backyard Gardener, Naturo is Awesome, the DMV Dining Diva, Dazzling in the Kitchen, Gigi's Gluten Free Lab, K #more, Short Bus Pull Up, Hummingbird, of course, is still in there. Princess Patel is still in there. We added Be Nice. We added, I said VB Moon, but it was VA Moon, which I said I wasn't sure. Because I got distracted adding the other people in, and I was supposed to went back and check that. So it was supposed to be VA Moon. One Jazzy Diva, the Foodie Squad, High Spirit, Life with Triple T, A Positive Lifestyle, the Slick Nico Twins, Beautifully Made. And those were the characters that we had in our story on Monday night. They were added in addition to all of the characters that we had on Friday night, because we had a whole host of characters on Friday night, and those were the additional ones added. So now tonight I added some more characters. So without further ado, we'll get into our story. Oh, I'm so thirsty. Okay. So here you have Princess Patella, and she's talking to Hummingbird some more. You should have seen T in such a dress, interrupted Princess Patella. Her and her mother came here flaunting all sorts of gifts, saying they were from the wedding, and she was wearing your ring. Heavens no! They tricked me into giving her that ring, and I didn't give them any gifts. Believe me, they tried to deceive me, but by using your name, and they managed to make me run away with the hideous tea. But as soon as I discovered my mistake, I left her, choosing to be a hummingbird for 7 years rather than marry her. Hang on one second, you all. Excuse me 1 minute. I'm sorry, my son was in there banging dishes and stuff, and I had to remind him that I was doing my live. Sorry about that. Princess Patella was so delighted to hear these words from her loving prince that she forgot all about being locked up in the prison and him being turned into a hummingbird. What could she say to him to comfort him and to persuade him that she would have done the same for him? Daylight appeared, and NBRS commander, his officer, the Vietnamthugz, and his other warriors, Mar Thompson, Soldier Poet, Hashez Firelord, Muscle Man for Life, Bree Fireheart, Sir Brandon, and the Foodie squad of the court were already stirring, while Hummingbird and the princess were still speaking at the window. It was their gathering place. They could hardly tear themselves apart, but they promised to see each other every night. The joy they felt at having reconnected was so great that they couldn't put it into words. Each of them in turn gave thanks for love and fortune. Yet Princess Patella was still sad about Hummingbird's condition. Who will protect him from the predators, she thought? Who will devour him greedily, not knowing he is a great prince? Oh heavens! What would become of me and him if his light and delicate feathers were accidentally driven by the wind into my prison, and T and my stepmother would find out he was here? The thought of it prevented the princess from closing her eyes that night. When one is in love, illusions appear real, she thought. So she spent her day weeping until she seated herself at the window to see him again. Hummingbird, hidden in the hollow of a tree, spent the entire day thinking of his dear princess. How happy I am, he said, to have found her again, and how grateful I am for all of the kindness she has shown me. He counted every moment of the time he wouldn't be able to marry her. He never longed for anything more passionately. Since he couldn't give her a ring, he wished to give her something as a token of his love. He flew to the capital of his kingdom, entered in his own room through a broken window pane, and chose a pair of diamond earrings so beautiful that nothing in the world could be compared to them. That evening he took them back to Princess Patella and begged her to put them on. "I would do so willingly," she said, "if you were able to see them on me during the daylight. Since I never speak to you until nighttime, I shall not put them on." Hummingbird promised to choose a time that he would be able to come to the tower at an hour she preferred. Then she put on the earrings and they spent the night talking as usual. The next day, Hummingbird returned to his palace again, went in through the broken window pane, and carried the richest bracelets that were ever seen back to Princess Patella. Excuse me. They were made of a single emerald cut in facets, with a hole bored through the middle to pass your hand and wrist through. "Do you think that my love for you needs to be fed by gifts?" she said. "If so, how little you know of it." "No, madam," he answered. "I do not think that the trinkets I offer you are needed to safeguard your love for me. But it would hurt me if I neglected any opportunity I had to show my affection towards you. Besides, when I am away from you, these little trinkets will remind you of me." They exchanged loving words until it was time for him to leave again. Eager to show his love, the following night Hummingbird brought Princess Patella a watch. It was encased in a pearl, and the excellence of the workmanship excelled even the material it was made of. Finally, Princess Patella said, "Hummingbird, I feel just as you do. After what you have suffered because of your faithfulness to me, I am ready to believe that greater respect and love that you've shown me would make it impossible for me to love another." As soon as daylight appeared, Hummingbird flew into the safety of the hollow of his tree, where he lived on fruits and berries. Sometimes he would sing beautiful songs, delighting those who passed by, who, hearing him and seeing no one, concluded that it was spirit voices they heard. This became so common that no one dared enter the woods to search for him. But they still feared the general terror of Hummingbird's safety. Not one day passed without him not giving her some sort of present, like a pearl necklace or rings with most brilliant jewels, clusters of diamonds, bouquets of precious stones to imitate the colors of flowers, and delightful books, all made of the finest craftsmanship. She never decked herself except in the nighttime to please the prince. During the day, having nowhere else to put her fine things, she hid them carefully in her mattress. 2 years had passed, and Princess Patella never complained about her imprisonment. Why would she? Every night she had the satisfaction of speaking to her true love, and never were such sweet things said between them. Even though she saw no one, and hummingbirds spent the day in the hollow of a tree, they always had 1,000 fresh things to say to each other. Once he arrived, she would always say to him, "Bout time. I thought you were going to get here at Zoe time." In their own hearts and minds, they found abundant subjects of conversations. To her, he was that guy. He's like Cool Gent 87, she thought. Meanwhile, the wicked queen who imprisoned Princess Patella was making vain efforts to get her daughter married. She sent ambassadors to offer her to all the princes whose names she knew. But as soon as they arrived and saw her daughter, they were sent away without a ceremony. "If you had summoned us for Princess Patella, we would have accepted gladly," they would say. "As for this daughter, she can remain a vestal forever for all we care." Hearing this, T and her mother's anger kindled against the innocent Princess Patella, whom they persecuted. "What? Mother, may I put my 2 cents in?" said T. "Sure, dear," the queen said. "Despite her being in prison, this bold hussy still gets in our way," T said angrily. "I know that doesn't sound ladylike, but I was told by Denise, say what's on my mind. How can we ever forgive the evil she has done to us? She must keep up a secret correspondence with foreign countries. She is a state criminal and must be dealt with as such. Let us seek her conviction," said the queen. Their consultation lasted so long that it was nearly midnight when they decided to visit the tower to question her. Princess Patella was at the window with Hummingbird. She was decked in all her jewels and her beautiful hair dressed as if she paid a visit to Pandy's Hair, Candy, and More, which is not typical with someone in distress. Her room and her bed were covered with flowers, and the Spanish pastels which she had been burning gave out a delicious aroma. Listening at the door, the queen thought she heard a 2-part song being sung by Princess Patella. The princess had a very lovely voice, and what she now sang sounded to the queen like a love song. Deep sighs followed their little concert. "Ah, my darling daughter, we have been betrayed," cried the queen. Suddenly she threw open the door and burst into the room along with Catherine and friends. Princess Patella was surprised to see her. She had just closed the little window to give Hummingbird time to fly off, but she was much more anxious about his safety than her own. He had not much strength to go. As she began to close the window, his keen eyes caught a glance of the queen and her daughter entering the room. From the sound of their voices, he recognized the danger Princess Patella was in. He was hesitant to fly away, but he remembered the sad fate that hindered him from protecting his princess. They approached her like vicious animals ready to devour her. Their plots against the state are known. Your plots against the state are known, cried the queen. Don't think that your rank will save you from the punishment you deserve. With whom have I plotted with, madam? She answered. You have been my jailer for 2 years, have you not? No one has been here but those you have sent to me. While she was speaking, the queen and her daughter examined her from head to foot. They were puzzled by her marvelous beauty and her wonderful apparel. Where, madam, did all these jewels that shine brighter than the sun come from? Said the queen. Am I supposed to believe that there is a jewel mine in this tower? I found them here, replied Princess Patella. The queen just stood there quietly with her friends for a few minutes, as if trying to read her mind. We are not dupes, she said. You think you can deceive us, but we know all you do from morning until night. You have been given all these jewels as a bribe for you to sell your father's kingdom. Of course, I should be the very person to do such a thing, she replied with sarcasm and a disdainful smile. An unhappy princess who has been banished into prison for 2 years can carry out such a plot. All I want is peace and love 101. Lord, where has my angel light over darkness gone? She said to herself. Then for whom have you decked your hair magnificent for, and put on such gay apparel, as if you had been called to appear at the court? Also, why is the pastel scents in your room? Being locked away, all I have is time on my hand to adorn myself. Why is it so strange that I spend a few moments on my own self? I decided to adorn myself rather than spend so much time weeping from my unhappiness, said Princess Patella. Ha! But we shall find out, Miss Innocent, if you made a treaty with our enemies. Every time we try to warn my dear husband about traitors like you, he always says, it's us, never them, who is the problem. And that concludes the portion of our story tonight. And we'll pick up with some more of it on Friday. And I may try to get another little premiere done in between to give you a little bit more. The characters that were added in the story tonight. Let's see. Of course, we still have Hummingbird, Princess Patella. And the queen is 12 Veils. And the daughter is not a YouTuber. So those people are still in the story. But the story, the people who were added tonight, the YouTubers featured tonight were NBRS Commander, Vietnamthugz, Warriors, Mar Thompson. And Mar Thompson was one of the people that walked into Gigi's live that I added into the story at that moment. Soldier Poet, Hashez Fire Lord, Muscle Man for Life, Bree Fireheart, Sir Brandon, Foodie Squad, Gathering Place. Bout Time. And these are all YouTubers. Zotime. That Guy. Cool Gent 87. My 2 Cents. Denise Say What's on My Mind. Catherine and Friends, and that's another one that showed up in Gigi's live tonight that I added in at the spur of the moment. Peace and Love 101. Angel Light Over Darkness 33. And Us Never Them. Those are all YouTubers that were featured in the story tonight. So each night that I do the story, I'll only indicate the ones who, I'll tell you the ones before I do the story that were last put in before I start, and then the ones, so those that I just called out now were the YouTubers that were featured in the story tonight. But we've had a whole heap of YouTubers that has been featured since Friday, because this story started Friday night and we've continued on, and it's gonna run for a little bit. Let's see who walked in while I was reading our story, because I do not want to miss anyone. I want to make sure I speak to everybody that came in. Okay, Mother Teresa, how are you? Mother Teresa's in the building. She says, hi, hello, everyone. We have Lewis Fuller in the house tonight. Hello, Lewis. So good to see you again. Lewis says, hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing great, Lewis. It's a great day. Lewis says, I just gave you a like, thumbs up. Thank you, Lewis. I appreciate you. 50 Plus is speaking to Lewis. Shawana's Creative Circle is in the house. How are you, sis? She's speaking to me. Lewis says hi to everyone in the stream. Shawana shouting out Mother Teresa, 50 Plus, Lewis Fuller, and Anthony Shaw. We have Satin in the house. Satin's waving, throwing some love. 50 says hi to Shawana, Satin. And he says, Satin, glad to see you again. We are glad to see you again, Satin. That is for sure, and I'm glad you're doing better. Shawana says, I got my popcorn. You and your popcorn, huh, Shawana? You always got your popcorn. You had some popcorn last night. You said you had, our last story time, you said you had some left over after the story was gone. Sunshine People says, interesting story. Yes, Sunshine, you were featured in a story a while back. You'd have to go back and find it though. This is like the 60-something story, so I can't remember what story everybody was featured in. But I do put everybody who's featured in the story. I put their names in the description box to help them be able to find it. So you would have to go back. But yes, you were featured in one of my stories one night, Sunshine. 50 Plus says she want a popcorn. That's funny. Shawana says, hey to Satin and Oreo Mouse. Satin says a big hello to everybody. Sunshine says hi to Satin. Short Bus Pull Up is in the house. Beep, beep, beep. Hello, Deborah. Hello, he says. How are you, Short Bus? So glad that you could join us. Rico Bizarre Foods is in the house. Short Bus, you were in the story. I don't remember because I get these brain farts. You were in the story that we did Monday night. Because you were in Gigi's Live and you were in that group of people that made it in before the cutoff, and I was able to insert you in that story. So you were in that story. Plus you were featured on the story before Short Bus. Rico Bizarre Foods is in the house. He says, hey everybody, how are you, Rico? Good to see you. Good to see you. As Told by Tina's in the house. She says, made it. Jumps on couch. And As Told by Tina, I know you do the replay sometime. I don't know if you had a chance to, but you were also featured in the story in this particular story. And you were either featured, I think you were featured on Monday night. I'm not sure, but you would have to go back. But you were featured in this story. Sunshine says, hey to Shiwana. As told by Tina says, hey, host and chat. Sunshine says, hi to Tina. Shiwana says, hi to Rico, Bizarre Foods, and Sunshine Peoples. Sharp Bus says, Tina, hello. We have Tiki and Nika in the house tonight. Glad to see you girls. They said, hey, everyone. Shiwana says, hey to Tiki and Nikki. Sunshine Peoples says, hi to Tiki and Nika. Tiki and Nika TV says, hey to Shiwana. They said, hey to Sunshine People. 50 Plus says, hey to Rika Bizarre Foods. Hello. As told by Tina says, hey to Short Bus. Says, hey, love. And she's speaking to Sunshine Peoples as well. Hi, lovely. The Foodie Squad is in the house tonight. It says, hey, sis, shared you out. Hello to all the mods in chat. Foodie Squad, I'm so glad to see you tonight. You are in the story. You were in the story either Monday or Friday night, but you were back again, mentioned the second time in the story tonight. I don't know at what point you walked in, but I'm glad you're here, and I hope you are able to hear your little cameo. Foodie Squad shouting out. Sunshine People says, hey, sis, and as told by Tina, hey, sis. Tina says, hey, Foodie, and throwing some kisses. Foodie says, hey to Shiwana. And to Short Buzz, hey, nephew. Shiwana says, hey to the Foodie Squad. We have Pandy Hair, Candy, and more is in the house. Says, hey, Deborah, sGladTidings, mods, and chat. And Pandy was featured in our story. She was one of those people I added in Monday at the spur of the moment. And she got another little cameo tonight. Tina saying hi to Shiwana. Shiwana saying hi to as told by Tina. Green Organic says, hey, y'all. And to be the difference, we have Shay Bella in the house tonight. She's saying, hello, Tina, throwing some kisses. How are you, Shay Bella? I think this might be your first time to story time, but we do welcome you in and appreciate you. And I hope that you walked in time to catch our fourth day of the story, but to see what you missed, you'd have to go back for replay since Friday passed. So this story has been running. This is the fourth night that this story has been running. But we appreciate having you here. Shiwana saying hey to Green Organic Love, and Tina speaking to Shay Bella. So is Shiwana. Tina says, hey, my love, how are you? Shay Bella says, how is vacation life going? Tina says, sis, so good to see you at Shay Bella. We have Be the Difference Clothing in the house. Hello, sis, how are you? Be the Difference, you were also featured in a story. I think I can't remember, but I think you weren't with us on Monday. If you were, forgive my memory, but I think you weren't, and I think I put you in. But I know you were in this story one of these nights. Tina says, it went well, I'm back home. Shabelle says, thanks, and sending you a big hug for the support today. Tina's laughing and says, Be the Difference. Hey, sis, how are you? Shabelle says, okay, I hope you had a good vacation. Tina says, Shay hugs back is good, running into you. Shay says, always good to see you. We have J.W. Jacquet in the house tonight. Jacket, I think that's how you pronounce it. Because I can mess up some names. So glad to see you, brother. How are you? How have you been? Shiwana says, this is a good story. I'm glad you're enjoying it, Shiwana. J.W. Jacket says, how are you? I'm well. It's a good day. Any day that's pain-free is a good day. Shay Bella's giving a thumbs up. And Shay Shay is in the house. Hello, Shay Shay. I think this is your first time in our Storytime Live, but I appreciate you. Kisses, kisses, kisses. She says hi and waving at everybody. J.W. Jacket says, thank you so much for the story. You are quite welcome. I look more forward to these stories than you all do. Pandy's Hair, Candy and More says, beautiful story tonight. Thank you, Candy. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Shay is throwing some love in the room. My stream, I pushed it so, okay. And 50 Plus says, very beautiful story. Thank you, 50. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Tina's throwing some love. Be the Difference says, good, as told by Tina. How are you today? And Be the Difference speaking to JW Jacket. Tina says, be it was good. Had a rough work day, but I managed. Be the Difference says, nah, take control, sis. And you've got this. Hey, look at Be the Difference, being her usual self. Giving those motivational speeches and inspirational talks. That's what I'm saying. On and off the clock. That's all right. But I guess if that's what you do and it's a part of who you are, you're not faking it, so it comes naturally. Be the Difference is speaking to Lewis Fuller and to Shay. We have Keeping Up with William Seraphin in the house. How are you, brother? He says, hi, everyone. Hi, Deborah, sGladTidings. What's up? I am so glad to have you here. I don't know at what point you walked in. If you got here in time for the story, this is day 4 of this story. We're on it, and we're going to continue with it until we're done with it. Be the Difference says hi to Keep Up with William Seraphin. Shay's throwing kisses at you all. JW Jacket says hello to Be the Difference Clothing. Keeping Up with Seraphin says hi to Be the Difference. And Keeping Up with William Seraphin, you'd have to start from Friday. This story started Friday. So you'd have to go do the replays to bring you up to speed to where we are now. Gigi Gluten Free's in the house. She says, hello, Deborah, sis. I've been in the skybox. JW Jacket says, how are you, my family? To Be the Difference Clothing. Gigi says, hello to everyone. Be the Difference Clothing says, good. And you, JW Jacket? Tina says, I did. I listened to the replay on that one, and it was Monday, I think. Okay. I'm glad you checked it out. Be the Difference is saying, Foodie Squad, poo. We have E. Johnson Wootson in the house. How are you, E. Johnson Wootson? I hope you are well. Thanks for joining us for story time. She says, hello, everyone. Hope you have a blessed and wonderful evening. JW Jacket says, I'm good, family. To Be the Difference. Pandy Hair Candy says, hey, to Be the Difference and Green Organic Love. Gigi says, hello, to Be the Difference. To Shay, to Foodie Squad, to Tina, to JW Jacket, and to E. Johnson Wooten. Tina says, to Be the Difference, I'm going to try. That's all I got because it's above. That's right. It's above me now, she says. That's true. The battle is not yours, but the Lord's. Be the Difference says, I heard my name tonight. Laugh out loud. As Tina, told by Tina says, Gigi, hey lady. Gigi says, welcome to the live, to Green Organic, to Pandy, and to Keep Up with William. JW Jacket says, I have been good. Deborah, that is great, JW. Be the Difference says, to Tina, nothing is above blessedness. Yup, just made a word up. That's all right, blessedness. I like that. I think I'm going to use that, Be the Difference, so if somebody try to get on my nerve and say, look, don't bother me in my blessedness. Don't bother me in my blessedness. JW Jacket says hello, and he's saying hi to Gigi. Gigi saying hello to 50 Plus. JW Jacket says, how are you, my family, my sister, Gigi? Tina says, host, is good that you are pain-free to many and to praying to many more. Thank you, Tina. It's been pretty good this week. And I appreciate your prayers, the prayers from all of you all, I tell you. Gigi says hello to Shay Bella. Shay says, I'm your sister. I know you're my sister, Shay. I didn't know if you wanted anybody to know you're my sister. So you all, Shay is my maternal sister. And she decided to grace us with her presence tonight. So everybody say hi to my sister Shay Shay. Shay Shay, this is my YouTube family, and we gather here in this huddle every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, anticipating each night a story time. And when we have stories that run on, every round gets higher and higher. And I appreciate you joining us tonight, and I love you. Tina says, ha ha ha, thank you. We adding that to the book. Yeah, blessedness. Keep up with William. Seraphin says, I missed it again. Oh, man. You'll catch it eventually. But the beautiful part is, William, YouTube allows us replay. So that's the good part about it, because they realize that we have so many people, we have to make our rounds and share the love, and we can't do it all at one time. So they help us to not miss anybody's goodness. Gigi says, hello to Short Bus, pull up, beep, beep, beep. And at Anthony Shaw. Pandy says, hey to Gigi, throwing some flowers out there. Gigi says, hello to Rico Bizarre Food. Be the Difference goes, yes. I love to hear her say that on her little ringtone. Yes. Pandy's hair Candy Moore is laughing. She's killing herself laughing. Be the Difference says, yes, use it. She's telling me to use it and laughing. Look, by the time I get to use it, Be the Difference, I'll probably get ready to say it, and then I'll be sitting here saying, now what was I supposed to be saying again? I probably won't even remember. Tina says, ha ha, see, Be the Difference, it has a ring to it. Yes. And Be the Difference goes, yes, Shay Shay, welcome to Story Time. So Shay Shay, Be the Difference is welcoming you to Story Time. 50 Plus says that Shay Shay, hello, sister. Tina says, hello, Shay Shay. It's a pleasure to meet you, sister. Be the Difference says, see, it works, to Tina. So from now on, walk in there with your head held high and command respect. That's right. That's right. And when they bother you, then you do it, because you'll probably remember it before me and say, don't bother me in my blessedness. Pandy says, hello to Shay Shay, throwing some flour. Tina says, that part. Gigi says, hello to Shay Shay, welcome to the live. 50 Plus is dropping the link to my book again. The name of my book is My Struggle in Broken Pieces, A Healing for My Soul, available at Amazon. Thank you for that, 50. Tina says, thank you to Be the Difference. Be the Difference is laughing. Be the Difference says, Deborah, it'll come out at the right time. There you go. There you go. Shay Bella says, hello. Shay Shay says, thank you, guys. Be the Difference says, hey, Shay Bella. Tina says, ha ha, yes. Be the Difference is laughing. And so everybody's showing love. Any birthdays in the house tonight? Any birthdays? For those of you who are new to the stream, I'm a published author, and that's why 50 Plus kept dropping the link. The name of my book is My Struggle in Broken Pieces, A Healing for My Soul. I've had book giveaways we're on like the 60-something story. And between that time, I've had book giveaways, and I've given out about 10 to 12 books so far during the book giveaways when the moment hit me. And those people have received their books. And 50 Plus, I know you said you didn't receive yours. I checked the tracking number and I called, but I guess I called too late. The place was closed, so I couldn't get any information. So I'm going to try to do that again. But I am looking into that for you. But they've gotten their books, and we had the first reading from my book last week sometime. I read excerpts from my book. So I'll be reading here in Storytime excerpts from my book, as well as doing these little stories. And I alternate between them. I do these stories because this is my way of shouting out fellow content creators, fellow YouTubers. So rather than the typical just call out their names, I call out their names in a story, because I think that's a fun way for me to call out their names and give a shout out to those people. So I will continue to do these as well. Shay Bella says, to Be the Difference. Nice to meet you, ladies. Tina says, Shay, you will love her. She's amazing. And to be the difference, you will love Shay. She is amazing. Also, Shay Bella says, yes, Shay, very talented. We have K #more in the house. Says, hi, sorry I missed it. Yes, you missed it, and you missed your name being shouted out in the story on Monday night as well, K Moore. Because what I did was, whoever came into Gigi's live that night and they made it in before 9:30, I inserted them right then on the spot into my story. So you were featured in the story Monday night. So go back and do the replay so that you don't have to come back asking me which story time it was, because it takes a lot of time for me to hunt that down for you. And if I do it for you, then I need to do it for everybody else. I did it for you the last time, and I didn't mind doing it, and I found it because you were so enthusiastic about hearing your story, and I looked it up for you and gave it to you. So I'm telling you now, it was in the story. You were shouted out Monday night. So go back when you have time and listen to the story for your shout out. And K #more says, I gotta hit the, hey, gotta work tomorrow. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. Gotta do what you gotta do. You don't want to be tired on those people's job. We have KU Studio in the house. Says, hello to everyone. I don't remember if it's, I think it may have been in one time before. I'm not really sure. But anyways, we're glad to have you. I hope that you walked in time to catch the story tonight. But if not, you can catch it on replay. And actually, this story started last Friday. So you can go back then and bring yourself up to speed to where we are today. Tina says, hey to KU. Shay Bella says she's very talented. Sorry. We have Princess Lizzie in the house. How are you, dear? So glad to join you. I'm pretty sure this is your first time in story time. And I hope that, oh, we got a Coco Tellum raid. Oh, wow. Thank you, Coco Tellum, for the raid. And thank you all for following her over here. And I hope that you all got here in time to catch the story. But if not, you can catch it on story time. Playback. You can catch it on playback. And this story started Friday, this past Friday. We have Be the Difference saying likewise to Shay Bella, Gigi shouting out K Moore, KU Studio, and Princess Lizzie and Coco Tellum. Be the Difference is saying hi to KU Studio. Purple Tube says just hopping in to say hi and God bless. It is late here. Purple Tube, I don't know what time you walked in, but we appreciate having you. And also, you were featured in the story on Monday night because you were in Gigi's live, and I added those people in right then on the spot. But we appreciate you stopping by. Princess Lizzie says, hey, Joy. KU Studio says to Tina, hi. How are you doing today? Be the Difference is saying hey to Princess Lizzie. Coco Tellum is in the house and brought a raid. I appreciate you, sis. And I hope you all got in time to catch the story. Be the Difference is saying hey to Purple Tube. Tina is saying KU, I'm good. How are you? Gigi saying hey to Purple Tube. Be the Difference says to Coco Tellum. She goes, Coco Tellum. Be the Difference got to always add that extra emphasis on what she's saying. It's too funny. Then I got to do your thing. Yes. Yes. I love it when Be the Difference does that. Coco Tellum saying hello, Deborah. Glad Tidings. How are you, sis? Tina says, Coco, hey, love. She's shouting out. Shouting the words out. Gigi says thanks to Coco Tellum for the raid. KU Studio said Gigi Gluten Free Lab. How are you doing? Any birthdays? If any birthdays in the stream, drop it down there. Because we sing happy birthday. We celebrate the birthday person in this Gemini season. Princess Lizzie says hey to K Moore. Pandy saying hey to Coco Tellum. And the Raiders. Coco Tellum saying hey to Be the Difference. And to Tina. We have Life with Susie Q in the house. How are you, sis? She says good night, Deborah and everyone. Thank you for joining us. I hope you made it in time. But if not, you can catch us on replay. Gigi saying hey, at KU Studios, I'm great. KU Studio says to Be the Difference Clothing, hello. Purple Tube says, oh, nice. Thank you. You are quite welcome. I get you all in where I can. Gigi says, hey to Life with Susie Q. Princess Lizzie says, hey girl. Hey Gigi. Sorry. Princess Lizzie says, hey Tina. Be the Difference says, laugh out loud. Susie Q says, hello to Gigi. How are you? Be the Difference is still laughing. And she says, hey to Life with Lizzie. Life with Susie Q. Gigi saying, please give the host a big thumbs up. I appreciate that reminder, Gigi. KU Studio says to Tina, I'm great, thanks. Coco Tellum says, hey to Gigi and Pandy, Hair, Candy, and more. Life with Susie Q says, hello, Joy. And I want you all to know that Life with Susie Q has just been recently monetized. So we want to congratulate her on that. Shawana's Creative Circle saying, hey, at Life with Susie Q and KU Studio. We have Just Live, Love, Laugh, Locked in the house. How are you? I think this might be your first time. And if I'm not mistaken, I think you were also featured in one of my stories. That name sounds familiar, yes. But we appreciate you. We're glad you came in. And I hope you made it in time to hear the story. If not, you can go back and start from Friday and work your way forward to catch up, to be caught up with us for the next round for this story. Gigi saying good night to Life with Susie Q and thanks for coming. Thank you, Susie, for coming. We appreciate you. Have a restful night. Shawana says, can't wait for the next story time. Oh, thank you, Shawana. Life with Susie Q says good. Shawana and Coco tell them. Pandy, Hair, Candy, and more says hi to Life with Susie Q. Congratulations. Purple Tube says congrats. KU Studio says she won a Crib Circle hi. Princess Lizzie says congratulations, boo, at Life with Susie Q. And she's throwing the celebrating confetti and she's popping the bottle. Just Live, Love, Laugh, Lock says thank you. I will catch up. Gigi says, yes, she won a Crib Circle. This story just keeps getting better. Coco Tellum says, hey to Life with Susie Q. So I don't see where anybody dropped any birthdays in the stream. So I guess we don't have any people celebrating their birthday tonight. And even if you didn't celebrate it tonight, if you celebrated it this month in the Gemini season, we can still celebrate your birthday. So if you had a birthday that fell within this Gemini season, just shoot it in the stream and we will celebrate you. Life of Susie Q says, thanks, Pandy, Lizzie, and everyone. It feels good. I know it does, girl, and I can't wait, Susie, to get to where you are. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm making some progress. At least now I feel like I'm making some progress when I look at my numbers. Be the Difference says we can always celebrate Aries. Laugh out loud. Oh, so Be the Difference, you've been hanging around 12 bells too long now. You getting some of her bad habits rubbing off on you. Just Live, Love, Laugh, and Lock says, I'm a Gemini. Get to sing. Okay. All right. So here's the deal. Just Live, Love, Laugh, and Lock. Here's the deal. I always sing happy birthday to the birthday person, and then we all celebrate it. So I give you a choice of the Marilyn Monroe style birthday, happy birthday, the traditional birthday song, the Stevie Wonder version. So you'll pick one of those, and then we'll all do the 2 Live Crew to close out your birthday. So which one do you want to hear? The Marilyn Monroe style birthday, the Stevie Wonder version, or the traditional birthday song? So while she's deciding on that, let's see what we're saying here. Be the Difference says hi to Just Live, Love, Laugh, Lock. Coco Tellum said Pandy's Hair and Candy Lifestyle and Susie Q, congratulations. Pandy says yes, it makes it all work. Oh, well, Pandy, you monetized? Congratulations, Pandy. Let's congratulate Pandy as well. Congratulations, lady. Susie, Life with Susie Q says, yes, I see you are almost there, sis. Just Live, Laugh, Lock says, I just don't post any info on social media, but I recently turned 40 something. Okay, Pandy says thank you to Coco Tell. We got our own dancing diva, Miss Full Roller in the house, just in time to dance for the birthday girl. She says congrats to Pandy as well. Gigi says hello to Just Live, Love, Laugh, Lop. Just Live, Love, Laugh said I would like to. Oh, you want a remix? Oh, okay. With all of them. She must have been talking to 50 plus behind my back. Okay, you want a medley? All right, we can do that. Gigi says hello to Miss Full Roller. So I'm going to stop right there with the chat, and we're going to get into our birthday song, and then I'll come back after that. All right. So here we go. A medley for our birthday person. Oh, let me pull up Stevie first. I still don't know the lyrics, y'all. I know I should by now, but I don't. So I don't know the lyrics by now, but I type them in so much till they come right up the minute I start typing his name. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to live, love, laugh. We're going to start out slow and work our way up. We're going to start with the Marilyn Monroe, Stevie Wonder. Then we're going to move into Marilyn Monroe. Then we're going to move into the Stevie Wonder. And then we're all going to join in for the 2 Live Crew version. All right. So, here we go. Marilyn Monroe. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Yay! Happy birthday! All right, now we're going to go into our Stevie Wonder. Let me get me a clap going so I can kind of get a tune. You know, it doesn't make much sense. There ought to be a law against anyone who takes offense at a day in your celebration. Because we all know in our minds that there ought to be a time that we can set aside to just show how much we love you. And I'm sure you would agree, what could fit more perfectly than to have a world party on the day you came to be. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. 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 Yay! Happy birthday. Live, love, laugh, and lock. All right, now we're going to sing the 2 Live Crew version to you. So those of you who are here, y'all know what to do. But for those of you who are new to the stream, what you do is when I say, what's that number 1 or favorite zodiac sign, you're going to throw Gemini in the stream. And if I call out any birthday zodiac that is not a Gemini, I don't care if it is yours and you think yours is the best, you're going to throw Gemini in the stream and you're going to say no. If I call it anything other than Gemini, you're going to say no. You're going to throw no in the stream. Because we are not celebrating you tonight. We are celebrating those in the Gemini season. And then when I get to that part where I say Gemini is working that thing out, I want y'all to throw working that thing out in the stream. All right. Here we go. What's that number 1 zodiac sign? Gemini. I said, what's that number one zodiac sign? Gemini. You know what? I'm going to just assume that my stream is slow because I refuse to believe that you all are trying to trick me. Let's try that again so we can show love, live, love, laugh, lock, how we celebrate her tonight. What's that number one zodiac sign? Gemini. I said, what's that number one zodiac sign? Gemini. Is it Cancer? No. Is it Capricorn? No. Is it Aries? No. Is it Pisces? No. What's that number one zodiac sign? What's that number one zodiac sign? Gemini. I said, what's that number one zodiac sign? Gemini. Is it Taurus? No. Is it Aquarius? No. Is it Leo? No. Is it Libra? No. Gemini, working that thing out. Gemini, working that thing out like love. Working that thing out like love. Working that thing out. Gemini, working that thing out. Gemini, working that thing out. What's that number one zodiac sign? Gemini. I said, what's that number one zodiac sign? Gemini. Is it Aries? No. Is it Libra? No. Is it Taurus? No. Is it Scorpio? No. Yay! Happy birthday! Live, love, laugh, and lock in this Gemini season. That's how we celebrate the birthday in story time. Let's see what we got going on here. So, that's all right there. Shawana says, congrats to Pandy. Just Live, Love, Laugh says hello to Be the Difference. JW Jacket was shouting out Gigi. Says, I got it. Look at that. Oh, man, I love it. I appreciate you all. I love the way y'all celebrate the birthday person. Look at that. Boy, look, y'all was doing it. Look at that. We can always celebrate. Oh, that's be the difference with that foolishness. I went back a little too far. She talking about a zodiac. It ain't even their season. I didn't mean to read that again. Let's see. We got Be the Difference throwing some cakes and balloons at Just Live. We got our dancing diva with that red dress that she almost got whooped at the party the other night in. Oh, look, y'all, look. You mean to tell me we got troublemaker in the house? Look at that, 12 bells. How you doing, baby? What's going on? I was just talking about you because Be the Difference was trying to act like you tonight, trying to tell us to celebrate some Aries in the Gemini season. So good to see you join us. She says another Gemini. No, see, didn't I tell y'all she was a troublemaker? She come in the stream talking trash. Another Gemini. No, she's a mess. Then Be the Difference saying, hey to Miss Full Roll. Miss Full Roll is dancing. Be the Difference says the 12 bells didn't know you were Aries too. No, 12 bells say, I thought she said she was a Cancer. Okay, when is your B-Day? Just Live and Love says, call me Just Love. It's easier. Thank you. 50 says, no, not me, and he's laughing. Gigi says, hey, Pandy's hair care. She's congratulating people still popping the bottle. Full Roll says, I've been here. I just couldn't chat. Hey, y'all. And she's still dancing. Be the Difference is laughing at 12 bells. Just Love says, yes, another Gemini. That's right. 12 bells goes next month at Be the Difference. And 12 bells is killing herself laughing. Be the Difference says, oh, okay. Pandy says, thank you, Joy, Shawana, Gigi. 12 bells says, I love the Marilyn Monroe version. Just Love says, never heard the 2 Live version. Life with Susie Q is clapping. Just Love says, love it. 12 bells is throwing Just Love some birthday confetti, a cake. KU Studio says, come on, and is clapping, cheering me on while I was trying to sing. Oh, excuse me. Just Love says, I love it. I love it. I love it. Full Roll is throwing you some cakes. Just Love. Gigi says, I love the Marilyn Monroe version. 12 Bell says, happy birthday to you. And she's got the music notes going while Miss Fuller is still dancing. Miss Fuller be dancing like that. She remind me of that Energizer Bunny, keep going and going and going and going. She's dancing. 12 Bells dancing. KU Studio says, happy birthday to you, Just Love. JW Jacket said, this is wonderful. Yay. Shay is still here with us at the birthday party, clapping it up as I sing. Life with Susie says, my daughter is singing too. Oh, that's all right. Look at that. Just Love, you got the baby singing happy birthday to you. Just Love says, I'm dancing over here, head bobbing and all. I hear you. Gigi threw some ice cream in there on her. She couldn't just come with the cake. She brought the ice cream to the party. Patty's doing cartwheels. Patty doing them cartwheels remind me of Miss Sugar when she was at the royal party cutting up. Shay says, happy birthday and throwing you a cake, Miss Just Love. 12 Bells is saying, hey, the full roll of life with Susie Q still throwing out that celebratory confetti. Be the difference says, hey, did be the difference that gave me a cue to do it again. Yes. Just Love says, thank you so much. You are quite welcome, because that's how we celebrate each other in the story time in their season. Gigi says, happy birthday to Just Love. 12 Bells throwing some love. Be the difference says, hey. Just Love says, thank you. Tina throwing some love. JW Jacket says, happy birthday to Just Love. Four Roller says, Gemini. And Just Love says, thank you all. Everybody's throwing Gemini in the stream. I love it. Look at that. Everybody's throwing Gemini. Gigi said, Gemini. Hey. 12 Bells sitting there looking crazy, y'all. But we ain't going to fool with her with that. She know what time it is. Got them eyes, them googly eyes looking. She knows Gemini season. It ain't her season. We ain't worried about her. 4 says, yes, Deborah, you slow. I'm always slow, Miss 4 Life with Susie says, Gemini. And when I called out anything other than Gemini, Penny was the first to say no. Look at that. Be the difference says no. Miss 4 says no. Tina says no. Pandy. Everybody said no when I called out anything that shouldn't be celebrated in the Gemini season. That's all right. Look at that. Shay says Gemini. 50 says it happens every time. It does happen every time, 50. I think it's the stream on my phone. I can see it moving fast, but I can't see it because it's so far away and it's so tiny. But my laptop must be lagging, because that's what I'm looking at to see who all is here at the party. Yeah, look at that. I love it. Look at Just Love. Threw out that no when I called some zodiacs other than hers. That's all right. She got in there. Learn quick. Look, the troublemaker. I like that 12 L's. Even though you're a troublemaker and you don't want to celebrate the other zodiacs, you always be on point though. You 12 Bells threw in there Gemini and no to everything else. That's all right. And Be the Difference is laughing, says right, laughing at me in my slow stream. Look at that. That's a Pandy threw some music notes and said working that thing all the way out. Pandy said we ain't just working it out. Gemini's working that thing all the way out. That's all right, Pandy. That's nice. Be the Difference says, hey, Pandy says working that thing all the way out. I like that. Miss Fuller, Roll Out Dancing Diva says working that thing out. And she's still dancing with that red dress. 12 Bells says working that thing out. I love it. Shay says no when we called out all them other zodiacs, including her own. She probably put that in there when I said Scorpio. So I'm glad she's a good participant. Hey, Be the Difference says, hey, look at that. Look at that. Just Love says no, none, no. 4 says Gemini and got them dancing ladies going. Gemini, working that thing out, 12 Bells says. Shay's hollering out Gemini. Pandy saying work it all the way out. Gigi says work that thing out. I love it. Look at that. That is all right. Look at 50 plus. 50, you know I don't be knowing what these emojis be, some of them, but it looks like you got one. I talk about you can't work it out because you in the wheelchair. Is that what you saying, 50? You so funny, 50. Let's see. Look like I missed somebody. Like somebody new came in. Let's see. Look like I saw somebody new. 12 bells is clapping. Miss Furrow's laughing at 12 bells and saying, 12 bells, you only got a few more days. So 12 bells, you only have a few more days for us to be in your season. Tina's laughing. Miss Furrow says, yes, 12 bells coming up soon, Gigi says. Miss Furrow's dancing says, gotta catch me first. J.W. Jackson says, we are now family. Just live, love, laugh. That's all right. Okay, we have Shonda the Goddess in the house. How are you, Shonda? Welcome, welcome, welcome to Story Time. You get to see how we celebrate our birthday seasons. I'm not sure if this is your first time here, but if whether it is or whether it isn't, we are so glad to have you. Thank you for joining us. And seems like I use your name in Story Time too in one of our stories. Your name sounds pretty familiar. 12 Bells is laughing. JW Jacket is speaking to Shonda. Sharhonda. I guess I'm pronouncing that right. And Sharhonda is speaking back. 12 Bells says, I can't wait, Miss Florola. JW Jacket says, how are you, family? He's speaking to Sharhonda. Sharhonda says, how are you doing back? And says, I'm doing good. Just Love said, thanks again, everyone. I appreciate all of you. We appreciate you. Gigi says, welcome. Sharhonda, the goddess, says, hello, darling, to Gigi. Miss Furrola speaking to Gigi and says, you know 12 Bells going to make us sing the birthday song every day in her season. Miss Furrola, bite your tongue. Don't give her no ideas. We know her. She'll try it because she was trying to get a birthday song for herself and it wasn't her season. As told by Frank G's in the house. Says, hello, Deborah and Chad. How are you, Frank? So glad to have you with us tonight. Tina's saying hi to Frank. Gigi says, yes, Miss Full Roller. Shawana says, hey to Frank G. Frank says, hey to Tina and Shawana. Sharonda, the goddess, says, I'm doing good, darling. And I've been here before. Okay, all right. Well, we appreciate having you back. Shay Shay says, good night, everyone. Good night, Shay Shay. Pandy says, hey to Sharonda, the goddess. Naturo is awesome. I'm tired. I have been working all day today. Naturo, we appreciate you being here. And you were also featured Monday night in the story. So you can go check it out. Sharonda, the goddess, says hello to Pandy. Coco Tellum says hey to Frank G. Frank says I'm good. Miss Furrow's laughing, says that's exactly why I said it. 12L says good night to Shay Shay. Sharonda, the goddess, says good night to Shay Shay. And Frank G says hey to Coco Tellum. Well, ladies and gents, I've had a blast here in story time and with the story and celebrating just love. I appreciate each and every one of you for joining me each night for story time, and I appreciate you all helping to celebrate each other's season. Without further ado, I am going to close out our story time. Always remember, story time is every Monday, Wednesday, Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern time. If for some reason I can't make it to story time, I always throw up a little brief message letting you know that story time has been canceled and when it will resume. Always remember, until we meet again, may his peace be with you. And always remember, I have a will to live. And I will see you all at the next story time. Good night.